Hello friends, let's make Rasamalai from scratch. I'm using 2% milk for this recipe. You can use whole milk as well. I'm heating up the pot and adding water to avoid sticking and adding the milk and continue stirring. I'm keeping my flame in medium heat. If you want, you can keep it high, but you need to stir vigorously so it won't form layers on the top and also it be evenly heated. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to slow the heat and I kept the vinegar and water mixture ready. I'm going to pour little by little and continue stirring. So don't pour the whole thing at once. That gives a less curdle, and if you add this way little by little, it gives more milk separates out. So see, it started separating out. I'm going to add little bit more. After adding, within 5 minutes you may need to turn off the flame, otherwise the milk gets harder, then the rasamalai won't be soft. So now I finish adding and you can see the water separates out. It's so clear. So it's done. I'm going to turn off the flame. Now I'm going to filter in the muslin cloth. I kept it ready already. So I'm pouring this mixture into it and I'm going to squeeze the water, and so I can separate the cheese. Oh, actually I forgot to wash it with the water, so it takes the sourness of the vinegar away. You can do that before squeezing it. I'm going to wash it now. It's another step for me. That's okay, but it will be easier one if you wash it before squeeze it. Yeah, try to add ice cold water so it stops cooking process also. So it prevents hardening of the solid milk. So squeeze the water out as much you can, not too dry, because it's hard to make the balls if it's too dry. You can spray some water if it's too dry, but I don't prefer to do that. That also makes the rasamalai hard. Some people, they just add a corn starch with that to make a perfect shape. I didn't add cornstarch. If you want a smoother, you can add cornstarch and before making the ball. Now I'm going to use my palm of my hand and press really hard until it becomes soft and without any lumps. It looks dry, but once you keep pressing hard, but you need to do it really quick before it gets dried out. If you leave it for a few minutes, don't leave it out open, just cover with the wet cloth so it prevents drying. I know it's a lot of work. My hand already started hurting, but I need to do this anyway. So use this big plate so you have a space to work on, so it'll be easier, or take portion of it and do it, then take the other portion. Now it's ready and soft. I'm going to start making the balls. See, I didn't add any cornstarch to it, so that's why you can see the little bit crack on the edge, but it won't separate when it's cooking. But it helps to soak the milk in. Now I'm going to make a disc with all these mixture and keep it ready for cooking. So I'm keep covering with the wet cloth so it won't dry. Yeah, even if it's dry, you can just spray a little bit of water, not too much, to make it perfect flat disc. Yeah, you can make whatever size you want. It always a little bit gets bigger when it's cooking. Now adding water in the pan and sugar, and cook until the sugar dissolves. And I'm going to add more water later on when it's boiling. So now the water boiled really well. I'm going to keep the flame in medium and start adding the discs one by one gently into the water. Then cover and cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Now let's make the milk mixture. Adding the milk into the pan. Once it start heating up, I'm going to add saffron threads. And if you don't like the smell of saffron thread, add little less. I'm adding a lot because I want a nice color and a smell. I like the smell. Once it starts boiling, then I'm going to add cardamom powder and needed sugar, and I already have crushed pistachios and almonds. I'm going to add that too, and one boil for a few more minutes, then turn off the stove. Your milk mixture is ready. Don't make it too thick, so if it's watery, it's easier for the malai to absorb the milk. Now I'm going to check this discs and flip everything. Like it's only took 12 minutes for me, so I'm going to flip all the disc on the other side and cook 10 more minutes. I'm keep adding the water to avoid the sugar syrup gets thicker. Now it's all cooked really well. I'm going to take the disc one at a time and squeeze the excess sugar syrup from that, because we already have sugar in the milk. I'm going to add this into a flat container, so it will be easier to pour the milk over. Now it's all ready. I'm going to pour the milk mixture on the top and let it sit. I added another layer on the top and pouring some more milk, and going to keep it in the fridge for 20 minutes. Then enjoy. Thank you for watching.